Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Of the closing doors, please.
It's alive!
Transfer is available.
Available to
The next and last stop is...
You're tuning into the SubwayCreatures. You're tuning into the Subway.
What's up, and welcome to another episode of SubwayCreatures. I am your host, Rick McGuire, joined alongside Freddie BTV and Kim Congdon. Guys, how are you?
Wait. So I wanted to flow, but Rick, you love this shirt. I don't know why you keep wearing this shirt. That's throwing me off.
You're
Cause
so stupid.
I was about to bust a flow, but I saw your shirt. I was like, that shirt looks familiar.
Whatever.
And that just threw me off. It's
He's
like
the
weird.
worst person in the world.
It's so weird to me.
But it's also pretty hilarious that he did it. I'm not going to lie.
It's hilarious for us because no one has any fucking idea what we're talking about.
You got this shirt on. I swear I was about to set this thing on fire, but I don't know if I'm going to set your shirt on fire like that because it might have like stuff in it.
No one has any idea what you're talking about.
Because you still got this shirt on.
Freddie, shut up. You're dressed like you're transitioning.
Honestly, you're going to have to change now. How do you go on wearing that?
He has to either commit or change. Either he lets me bully him or he just has to commit to that fucking scarf fucking bullshit.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Like Joel Santana from Dipset. That flew over everybody.
Santana. Is that the right one?
No, that's
like a Nintendo
that's
video
Carlos
game.
Santana.
I confused my Santanas. What's up, you guys? I'm Kim Congdon.
She said that's Carlos.
I confused my Santanas.
So guys,
Maria. Okay,
She
go ahead.
remind me of...
let's get right into this. Last week or this past week, there was SantaCon in New York City and across America.
Over it.
Exactly. Ugh is probably the best way.
Did you
to describe
SantaCon?
it. I've never done SantaCon.
I feel like I would have. Like 5 years ago.
I feel like I'm the person who like I look like I do.
You'd look like you SantaCon.
Yeah.
I almost don't believe that you didn't SantaCon.
I know.
gotta tell
I know.
you.
I'm actually surprised I've never done
You
it.
didn't do no SantaCon. You never did.
I've never done it. That is my absolute worst nightmare. So for those of you who don't know, SantaCon is once a year. It's right in December when every frat bro in New York City dresses in either a Santa outfit or an elf outfit. Or
Billabong t-shirts.
They get very creative with some of the costumes, and they basically do a bar crawl. And it turns New York into a college campus for the most part.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It is, New Yorkers dread it every year.
Yeah.
And there are fights,
Yeah.
destruction, people
Really?
pissing in the street.
It's the St. Patrick's Day of Christmas.
Yes, that's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And I know probably most of our listeners, because I know my demographic, are those people. So right now they're
Are
like, fuck this guy.
unsubscribing.
Yeah, they're like,
We
fuck
still
this guy.
love you. We need you.
But
Rick
it's
said
funny.
it. I didn't say that, guys.
It's funny. So I run the other account, What is New York? And honestly, every year I just sit and I wait for the videos to come in on SantaCon because you know they're coming. And this year it did not disappoint.
I can't wait to see.
Oh, guys.
What do we have?
Guys, can we play
SantaCon is coming.
it's a Santa, it's a brawl. Watch this. If we have sound, because
Oh, snap. Oh, they are at each other. And everybody looks alike. Everybody got the same clothes on.
this is SantaCon. For those of you listening, there are maybe 15 Santas in the street just brawling. Punches being thrown.
No punches being landed. Let me say that.
I said thrown. I never said landed.
This is the worst
These
fight
people
ever.
are hammered and fighting. They're all
Everyone's drunk.
so drunk.
Disheveled. They are
Fat.
just. This video defines SantaCon. That is SantaCon.
It looks like. Never mind.
But were you?
It wasn't gonna work.
Okay.
I know.
It looked like a Floyd Mayweather fight. No punches were landed.
But this is why. Not only that, but the drinking starts at 8 a.m. The bars.
8 a.m.?
The bars. Yeah, that's usually like the pregame, and the bars open for this day at 9 a.m.
No.
So it's just
9?
by about, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone is just shithoused. And
That is a new term. Wow. Not shit. I thought you were going to say shit face. You
Me
said
too.
they shit house.
He did the whole house.
Golly. What does that mean when you're
Dropping
shit house?
Some new names on you here.
Right.
He shit house, and it worked. And so it was like.
But
so-
I don't understand why people like this, because what you do is you wait in line to get in bars. First of all, I don't wait in line to get anywhere. I go to
Rick.
places where I don't have to wait in line.
No, you're Rick.
But then you
Skip line.
get in and it's shoulder to shoulder packed. You can't even move. Why would anyone want that? I just don't get it.
I don't get it so much because I'm at the point where like I don't even get why people go out.
Well, that's when you know you're getting old, when it's like
I'm like, wait, I could get beer at home. When I realized that I could just buy beer and drink it at home, I was like, well, I'll do that and have way more fun sitting. I don't like not to sit. Even when I was like 22, when I went to the club,
don't like
and
to
I was
not
like,
sit.
Right. Like, what? That was the most basic formation of a sentence I've ever heard.
No,
in my
I'm serious.
life.
When I was like
Like
younger,
no words in that sentence are over 3 letters.
when I was like trying to be hot and going to clubs, if I sat in like a VIP section of a club, I sat and I rolled blunts, and I was like, I'm gonna sit and smoke weed in the corner and just have people come to me and talk to me because I have weed.
Yeah.
And that's how I like went out lazy. I don't like to. And my showers aren't very long because I don't like to stand for that long. I'm thinking about getting a seat for the shower.
Oh man, that's the ultimate laziness.
I
right
feel like
there.
gravity works harder against me.
Oh,
it must do. I don't know. I take long showers, but I mean I like going out.
How long
I
is
mean,
your
'cause
shower?
Oh, my showers be like well over an hour.
Jesus.
No.
About an hour, roughly.
An hour?
What the fuck are you doing?
Living my life, sir. Jeez.
What are you doing in the shower
Golly.
for an hour?
So aggressive and angry, guys.
no, but why are you there so long?
Gosh. What's happening to you guys?
I don't know. I mean, I
I'm
understand.
contemplating about life stories.
You need to be in the shower for that?
I just want to
The hot water is hitting my back and it's rolling down and it's exhilarating me. It's opening my pores.
Oh God, you're painting a weird picture in my head right now.
of
Stop.
your pores opening.
No, but why is this picture being painted in your head, sir?
Because the way you're describing it. The water is rolling down my back. My pores are opening, and stop, stop,
How long are your showers, Rick?
dude. I get in, I wash my hair, soap
That's
my
it.
body, and I'm out.
That's why he wears the same shirt.
This is how I am too. I get in. It depends on the day too. Some days I wash my hair, some days I don't. But my showers never exceed more than 15 minutes. 20 if I'm just like feeling like standing that day.
Yeah.
But no, 15 minutes I'm like, this is enough. And that's me washing my hair,
Yeah, so-
conditioning my hair, washing my body, shaving my body. Like I'm in and out. I do everything and I get out. I don't take
Are
any
you
extra
hitting all the
time.
crevices?
Yeah, I'm getting in there, dude. I get in there,
Oh,
bro.
that just reminded me. All right. So no,
That body is not that big. I'm 5'3". How long do you think it takes to soap up a 5'3" body?
Well, I guess I'm 6'2", so yeah. So it takes a little bit longer for me to.
don't.
And Rick is
Don't.
like, you know.
And I soap more than
yeah,
once.
I mean,
Do it.
it takes me a little minute because you guys know, Elegante. I have to wash a whole Elegante.
You know
how long
what's
that
funny?
takes?
Is if the Elegante bit was funny, the producers would have already made an Elegante drop. But they just fucking refuse to. And you can see the anger that they have also.
We have 2 male producers. If we had at least 1 female, we need to diversify. We need to get some diversification in here. Get some women in here as well. So she can
Literally,
make that.
2 of the 4 producers are women in the studio.
What?
Alex and Shannon.
Anyway,
I got you.
how
okay.
Going back to these showers,
Not
how
you guys,
shriveled how shriveled are your hands when you get out of that out of an hour long shower?
Your fingers wrinkle. You're in there.
Oh,
so
I
long?
can't open my phone.
No.
That's actually a funny example of probably how shriveled they are.
Yeah, I can't open my phone.
What?
So that's a real thing.
Yes.
You're not kidding when you say you take hour-long showers.
On average, it's like 45 minutes, but yeah, they can be up to
45
an
minutes?
hour
Does the water
15.
stay hot that long?
Mine does.
My water like doesn't sometimes just doesn't get hot.
But I
I
mean,
just have to deal with it. Like, how unfair is that? That sometimes it just doesn't get hot enough. It just gets hot enough to where like you get used to it and it doesn't feel warm anymore. You know what I'm talking about? That temperature.
Oh yeah.
no,
Like right below what you need.
Yeah. I used to live in a building where they had the oil. They would have to fill the heater with the oil. So as soon as that would run out, you had no hot water, and so at least once a month you were taking ice fucking cold showers.
No.
Oh yeah, and I would just do it and get in, get out.
And it would just be
I'm
how
taking
you
I'm
live.
taking
Oh
a
my
bath
God.
then. I mean,
Yeah.
see, that's where growing up broke comes in handy because you know how to cope with that. So then you put the water in the pan, you go to the oven,
No.
boil a whole bunch of water, put it in the tub, and you take a hot bath. Then
Do you know how much work goes into that? There's
fine.
He's never done that in his
You've
life.
never done that.
I have what? We've done it
I
a few times.
refuse to
A
believe
few times.
that you've boiled enough pots to fill up a tub and still taken a hot shower after you filled up the tub. You know science is a thing.
That's Kim loves saying that.
How many pots are you boiling at a time, first of all? Where the water's staying so hot by the time you fill up the whole tub, you're just fucking having the best warm bath of your life. I'm sick of this shit. I'm gonna be lied to in my
She's
face.
got a point,
the
man.
fucking
What the
president,
fuck?
now
No,
my
she
fucking podcast co-host. They're just gonna be told lies. And accept them. What's going on in the world?
Oh God. So next week is your turn to be lit, Rick.
I mean, dude, the amount of smoking that's happening in the studio right now,
Man.
I am getting a contact
Rick's been
high.
hinting at me to stop, but I just don't. For like 30 minutes, he's just
Give
been
me a
like,
throat slash.
man, I'm feeling very sick from weed smoke. Man, have
It's
I
not
mentioned
sick.
that weed
I'm
smoke?
definitely not feeling sick.
Are you feeling high for real?
I really am feeling.
Look at his
pretty
eyes.
nice.
His
His eyes look glazed.
Yeah, I'm thinking like he was laughing so hard he about to cry, but I'm like, hold on, wait,
His eyes
he's
do
still
look really
the thing.
glazed.
They're like
No,
very
I-
shiny, like
listen,
marbles.
Yeah.
Miss Subway Creatures, have you ever seen your son
Miss
high?
Subway Creatures.
So she's referring to my mom. My mom's actually in the studio with
mom,
us
yeah,
today.
No,
I would try to be funny, like how we call his
I
mom
know.
Miss BTV.
I know, but people listening have no idea what you're talking about because they don't know that she's here.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like before we started the show, his mom had a canteen of some liquid. He was like, he feeling high. She like, drink this water, Ricky. Hey son, drink this water. And he looked at his mom. He was like, hold up.
I know
What's
my
in
mom.
there?
I know
and then,
my mom.
And
That's
then,
not
and then
water.
mom's boyfriend, one of these boyfriends right here. He was like, it's actually Patron. It's Patron. He straight snitched. It's Patron. I smelled it. It's like super Patron.
I know. His sister came in.
Like,
She
where'd
was
y'all
like,
get this
drink
Patron
this. And I was
from?
like, what is it? And she
Y'all
was
got
like-
this Patron
I
from
was
the
like, is it
cornfields of
water?
Mexico. Like
Your
this
sister,
is.
your sister came in and was like, drink this. And I was like, what is it? I was like, water. And she was like, yeah. Your mom and your sister use the same fucked up bit on both of us.
Somebody runs in the family. Drink this water.
These,
Like,
these motherfuckers
ma'am.
drink.
this does not smell like water. The
mean-
thick stench of Patron.
Your
This is
family's
super
fine.
Patron.
Listen, it's Saturday afternoon. You know.
What does that mean? It's like
They're having themselves
SantaCon,
a
8
day.
o'clock in the morning.
Having themselves
Your
a
mom
day.
just raised a roof. Hell no.
Yes, she did.
Mom
She's
is ready. She about to tear New York
No,
up.
she's fucked up.
Cause you live in Jersey,
She's
right?
fucked up.
Yeah, she live in Jersey. She in
Have
the
you guys
city.
been drinking?
It's going down.
I
Listen,
fucking love it.
They're not
Look,
driving. They took
Hold
the
on,
bus in.
hold on, wait. She asked your sister if she been drinking. Your sister eyes are like damn near sleep. Like she like yeah.
Yeah, well, drinking among other things.
They just got back from SantaCon.
yeah. Speaking of Jersey, did you guys see the story about the Brinks truck that opened up
No.
on the highway and dropped
Oh.
cash?
I heard. You
So
mean my dream?
Yeah, well, I heard about this, and it was relevant because it's actually around where I'm from in Jersey, right by MetLife Stadium. So this Brinks
relevant.
truck is driving, and there was some kind of malfunction, and it opened up, and cash just starts flowing on the highway. Cars just stop on the highway, and people get out and start collecting money.
No.
We've got video of all this shit. Guys, if there's volume on this too, I know there is. There's commentary. It's kind of funny. So keep it playing because this video actually gets
No.
better. They keep panning along, and you can see a number of people just running to collect cash on the highway.
No, because all that on the ground is money.
Yeah, there's just money
I wonder if it's
flowing
hundreds
all over the highway.
or 20.
So the woman that's recording this video, who's sitting on a bus that's driving by all this,
Okay.
she said there were 5, 10s, and hundos just flying around the street. That car accident is not from the Brinks truck.
Okay.
It's from people stopping because of the cash.
Oh, that's crazy.
So cars started hitting each other because people were
Look at all the
breaking.
cash.
So you could see money all over the highway. There are people all over the highway running to collect it.
Now people are dying to essentially get maybe.
Well, that's what I was
$200
going to
max.
say. Like, what would you
well,
guys
at
do?
this point, the traffic's really slow.
What would you guys do if you're driving and all of a sudden there's cash flowing? Kim, you're looking at me like, bro, there's no question.
They got insurance on that.
It's all FDIC.
They got insurance on
Yeah.
that. What would the
This dude
the
collecting money and filming at the same damn time
FaceTiming.
and listening to music.
He's FaceTiming
He's FaceTiming.
someone. while
Let me
he's
ask you a
collecting money
question.
on
What
the
would the government do if I dropped money out of my pocket and kept walking and they were walking behind me?
Yeah. Well, the problem is that everyone's filming this. So last thing you want is someone filming.
Oh, yeah,
you
and coming after you. But like
collecting all
these
the
people,
shit.
you can't see their cars, you can't see their faces.
No, that is true. However, the East Rutherford police, where this happened. So the quote from the paper said,
You know what I would do? I would pick up some money and then I would call and say, I picked up a $100 bill. I wanted to return it.
well,
So
that's
they'd have me on video picking up money and returning some. Because I'm a fucking criminal genius.
well, that's what some people did.
I don't know if your mom's threatened me with a lawsuit or what, but she just
said
said
something about a
some fucking
GoFundMe? What?
crazy fucking white people words. She said I had a dependent act. She's calling the police on me. I don't know. I'm sorry, ma'am. Please, Freddie, we gotta go. Bring this black dude with us. I don't know. I think he's friends with them, but we just gotta get out. She's pissed. She said I made a benevolent. I don't know what it was, but I did it, and I'm sorry.
Kim just apologized to everybody.
Honestly, the last 2 minutes, I blacked out what happened.
Right. She gonna turn to me and say, Freddie, we gotta go. Like, ma'am, I haven't said a word.
Oh, wait, the cops came. You said a word. We gotta go. You said a word. They don't.
Cops come, I am deaf, dumb, and mute. Like, I don't know what's going
That's
on.
even worse. Have you heard?
Well, Freddie, what would you? I guess what would you do if you saw the money flying around the street? Would you?
That's exactly
the
what I
highway?
do.
Would
I mean, it kind of depends on the car. Like, if I'm driving, everybody stopped and everybody going super slow, then I may pull over to the shoulder and then maneuver. Because there was some cars stopped on the freeway.
put your blinker on. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
I'ma
stop on the
my
freeway. I brake on the freeway and I
Yeah,
grab some cash.
I'm just gonna pull over on the shoulder and then dart out there, maybe get somebody. But people like driving, whizzing by. I'm just gonna I'm gonna go ahead and roll out.
Yeah. I mean, in the video, there's definitely cars moving and having to
Mr.
dodge
Dead.
people.
like,
Everyone's collecting cash around his body.
'Cause, like the car, it's a whole car. It's a Toyota Corolla. The whole front of it just smashed. Like, what do
It
you
was
tell?
fucked.
What do you tell your insurance company?
Well, even more of a reason to start collecting cash because you're gonna fucking need it.
Right.
'cause
After that,
you
it's
need a
like,
new
oh,
car.
you're all in. You're
Right.
all in. You're going for broke.
Yeah.
There really is kind of the point of no return. It's like, all right, as soon as you get that first one, you're like, I might as well get as many as I can right now because
It's like a game of Frogger.
yeah, I mean, it is dangerous, obviously, but at the same time, holiday season coming up, little extra cash in your pocket, it's insured, like you said. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So, I guess a total of $510,000 wound up dumping out of this truck. One bag had $370,000. The other had $140,000. Brinks personnel and honest drivers retrieved about $200,000 of the money. So 5 people handed back another $11,000 as of Friday. So there's a good amount of money that was
That was a lot of money.
seized by some people.
Yeah, no, I would have fucking took that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. And if you're going to be mad at me about that, fuck you.
Well, that's the thing. It's like,
We
why?
double mad.
Honestly, why does anyone care?
Why do you
it's
give
insured
a fuck?
money.
It's insured money, and that company's making way more money than any of us will ever make in our fucking lives.
Yeah. And so the fact that
And probably wrongfully so, with some Asian kids.
why?
They work with Walmart. Brinks works with Walmart.
Kim, you give me that pen. Give me the pen.
We need to
Let
give Kim
go of the pen.
We need to give Kim a segment and just like let her
me-
vent. She could just go off.
She
on
got to
it.
be high though.
Well, I mean,
Michael Jordan doesn't care about black people.
go on. What else you got?
Why would you make the shoes that expensive? Why?
You buy Jordans?
No. The little black boys do.
The little ones. Actually, you know who buy Jordans?
Dumb grown adults.
No, the people who mainly buy Jordans are middle-aged Asian kids.
No, yeah,
Yes.
but they can afford it.
I don't know if they can or not, but that's who.
Asian kids
that's
are
who got the
rich.
most. Like, it's funny. Like, people think Jordan. People think black people buy up on the Jordans.
Asian kids that
No.
buy branded clothes are rich. That's a fact.
That's very true.
Facts.
But anything that's popular, the majority of people buying it is not black. Like, people talk about rap. Black people listen to rap music. No, rap music is popular because white people listen to rap music.
That's
not black
actually
people. True.
I don't know. Brinks.
Tell us more about the Asian people in Walmart. Like,
I am just spectating at this point. I am watching this.
I'm spectating myself at this point.
You have an out of body experience. Where's the third eye hat?
Where is the third eye hat?
Illuminati hat you had.
Guys, let's get into the clip of the week here.
Oh shit.
Next stop, Subway Creatures. Clip of the week.
Bob?
So, guys, this was super viral. I don't even think we have it, but we can pull it up because this thing was super viral. So, did you guys see the video of the woman, the racist chick, who flips out? This. It's not this. Sorry, guys. It's not that. It's the the woman. You could just Google racist woman on Subway.
Or go to Platano Man.
Oh my lord, this woman went off.
Yeah.
And long story short, flips out on another passenger on the train and proceeds to hit her with her umbrella, punches her, kicks her.
With keys, like takes
everyone's
keys out.
filming,
Yeah.
and then she drops some racist comments, and that really pissed everyone on the train off. We have a little bit of the clip here, guys. If we could play that with some audio.
Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off!
Oh, so she's talking back to us. Like, can you get any louder? Okay.
What? Can I act stupid? You gotta give me my key right back.
Okay, she's fucking standing up for herself though.
Now this part is the scary part because right now she took her glasses off. She's going in her purse, putting stuff in her purse. She's taking her gloves off.
She's taking
now.
her time too. I'd be like, this is about to kill me.
Well, anyone who's ever been in a fight knows that when someone starts
pulling her
taking
hair
gloves
back.
off, they tie their hair back.
You're about to get in a fight.
They go in their purse. They start, putting things away. You know, shit is about to go down.
Right.
And this woman is taking a good 5 minutes to prepare herself
Right, she
for a
taking-
fight right
And then
now.
she
Pulling
put her
out
shit-
weapons.
She put her shit in and then took her shit out.
Like so she
You
has
know
a
what I
Louis
would have done?
Vuitton
I would have
purse.
ripped her bag. I swear to God, that's my move.
Honestly,
I'll break your shit.
It's actually hilarious how much time she's taking to get ready for this fight.
Like she's preparing her weapon and everything.
The whole time I've been talking, this woman is still preparing
Yeah.
to get ready for a fight, and
this
then
is
she
our
kicks.
kicks.
After all that, it's a kick.
And they're like kicking each other like back and forth.
So it turns out that this woman,
Hit her back! She's hitting my
they won't let me hit her back.
You're fucking retarded!
This woman's a piece of work. She
fucking
actually
touch me.
says, "You're not letting me hit
Oh
her
no!
back."
Wait, did you see what the Asian
There are so
dude
many
did?
Asians on this
Look,
bus.
go back. So she hits him. Look what he does.
He hits her face real quick. That was
Don't fucking touch me! Don't come touch me, I will punch you right back. I don't care who the fuck you are.
hell yeah. I like this chick. She's
No,
just
but no,
standing
she-
her ground. She's being defensive.
But how about the fact that there's like no one's helping her except
one's
for the one
helping
guy.
People are just filming.
Everyone's got their cameras out and they're filming it.
Yeah, this is like a
No one's helping
Black
this
Mirror.
poor chick.
And she needs help. You can tell she's scared. She's just like defending herself.
Honestly,
Look at the-
I would have
be
beat the
scared.
fuck out of that girl.
I would be scared.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hit her.
And the dude
She
filming is
just
like, what are
needs to
you
attack.
doing?
Yeah.
This girl's a bully. She'll get scared.
See, at this point, then, like the Asian chick who's getting attacked, she should be offensive now. The defensive part should have been over. She should be offensive.
Well, the
now.
fact is, like, this girl obviously can't fight. You can tell. I would have already beat her up. I would have been like, this is the shit you're throwing out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
Like, she's not a fighter.
So
Nobody there.
this woman, her name is Anna Lushskaya.
The nightmare woman?
Luchinskaya.
The bad girl?
Don't know. Yeah, the fucking fucked up chick.
Okay, Anna.
So here's the weird part. I guess it's not weird, but she's a lawyer, and she's been in multiple subway incidences, and she has a history of doing this shit. So back in June, she pepper sprayed an entire train car.
No.
So she has a history of doing this shit. That I believe it was that same day. She also put her keys in between her knuckles and punched another passenger,
Oh, she's crazy.
like in the ribs. So she's either having a bad day or this is just the way
Who
she
is she attacking though? I need to see the victims and who she attacking.
That's what she's doing with her keys, too. She's trying to get them in between her fingers.
Of course, yeah. To use it as a weapon.
That's her move.
So the crazy part is, so the guy filming right here.
Is lame as hell.
Is the worst, yeah.
Oh my god.
So he's actually.
He's supposed to be on the show, right?
So we got him. Yeah. So we got him coming in.
I need
for
to
an
ask him
interview.
why he's not intervening.
Well, we're absolutely gonna ask him that because he's coming in. So, but what turns out is he makes a citizen's arrest.
Oh, so she just said.
Oh,
the
he
racist.
does. Okay, so he steps in.
So wait, before you get to that, she just said the racist terminology, like right when you was
What'd she
talking.
say?
So she calls her an effing chink.
Okay.
Why'd you block out effing but then said chink?
Back to our regular schedule program.
Thank you for being so quick with that. That was
Good Lord, man. She was all over that. ASAP.
I think she started saying that before you even finished talking.
Right. Exactly.
The effing chink has to be the name of the show.
No.
Or we don't have any balls as a podcast.
Or we don't have any balls.
Right.
Oh my Lord. So he made a citizen's arrest. So I have a lot of questions because I've never heard of anyone making a citizen's arrest
I thought it
before.
was a joke.
I don't even know, like, how do you even have the balls to do that? How do you know to do that? Like, if I just see a guy in plain clothes holding someone down to the ground, like, to me, that's a crime. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna think it's an undercover officer. I'm like, oh, that undercover officer got them down.
I mean,
I gotta go.
Well, if the woman's like screaming help, like I don't know what the circumstances were, so that's definitely something we'll ask him. But you know, I just feel like that's such a ballsy move to make a citizen's arrest. I don't know that I could ever
I think
do
it's
that.
more stupid. I think it's more of a stupid move. Yeah.
I think your mom and your sister are going to hook up. I'm not lying. I think that every time we clip back to them, their faces are closer together. I swear to God, they're going to start sucking on each other's titties in about 2 more sips of the water.
Oh my!
Oh, look! This is how you know your sister lit. This is classic litness. When you see a woman taking a picture like this.
No.
Anytime you hear like, yeah.
Also,
like,
it looks like they're hugging. They're just trying to hold each other up.
No, that's honestly what's happening. And
I fucking love it.
we're supposed to go to dinner after this, and I just don't see that happening. I'm gonna have to put them in a cab and send them home.
No, just fucking take them to
Y'all
Red
going to dinner
Lobster or
where?
some shit.
Showed up faded.
Y'all going to dinner where?
5 Guys.
McDonald's at this point. Just want some French toast. Honestly, my sister looking all basic back there.
She's cute though.
He said looking all basic.
Oh, she's the drunk,
cute.
she's drunk white girl right now. Look at her. Oh yeah, look at her trying to hold that shit in.
But she's still cute. She's a cute drunk white girl, and your mom's hot.
What do you think about his boyfriend?
Her boyfriend's terrifying. I'm just kidding.
Oh, he hot too. Never mind.
Well, now he smiled. He wasn't smiling. He was
said, what do you think about this? He was
angrily
like-
behind them,
He's like,
being like, "Yeah, they're hammered."
like what? Are you speaking in slow motion?
He's horny because they're all touching each other.
Right. Over here looking like LeAngelo Ball. I know you get that a lot. Never lost. I was like, is this LeAngelo Ball coming in here? That's what's up. It's amazing. He got him another white
How do you
chick.
follow that up?
This is amazing, back here.
Jeez. So anyway,
Yes, last show we had my parents. Oh, yeah. Gotcha, bitch. Take it.
Wow.
oh shit. So anyway, back to this bitch.
Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
Back to this bitch on the train.
Oh, yeah, she's wilding.
So yeah, so she has a history of doing this shit. I want to ask this guy a ton of questions.
I mean, obviously, if she's had a history of doing it, she's getting away with it. So it's like, she ain't got no
Well,
reason to
apparently
stop.
not. So when this guy made the citizen's arrest, the cops came. She wound up getting charged with menacing, criminal possession of a weapon. They considered her umbrella. She was using her umbrella to hit
She
the
was
chick.
using it as a weapon.
Okay.
She was.
Key.
No, it's funny because, you know, when you hear of like an umbrella being considered a weapon.
In America.
Yeah.
You're like,
Attempted
really?
assault and harassment. So they threw the book at her.
So, but no,
rightfully so.
No,
Rightfully
but here's
so.
the thing: she was charged with that. She's a lawyer. Once she goes to court, she gonna do some finagling. She probably know the DA. She'll just talk to the DA, and then she'll get charged with like trespassing or something.
Very
goofy.
true. However, when you have a history of doing this shit, it's eventually going to catch up to you.
Bruh, I've been in the court system. She knows the DA. The DA has to charge her.
Yeah.
That's like you and your friend right here. If he's a DA and you got charged, you go to him and be like, "Look, bro,
Yeah.
let's cut a deal sometime." He be like, "I got you."
But here's the problem. This went so viral that it made headline news. So they're really, the spotlight's on them.
For example, it was a dude at Baylor. He raped a chick, left her to throw up, almost die. You know what he got? 2 years probation. He won't see prison. He raped her. He like graphically. I don't even want to say all the stuff he did. Be some graphic stuff.
Because he's getting hard.
Oh, God. And he left her to die. Like in her, she like threw up. He made her throw up because he he did some stuff to her mouth. He made her throw up. She was laying there with like throw up.
He said he wasn't going to graphically tell us, and then he's just giving us hints graphically how he shoved his dick in her mouth and made her throw up.
Yeah, this is like when you
We can
censored
put the
yourself
clues together.
saying F and chink. Like, you might as well.
We've got it, Freddie.
Yeah.
True. So, but yeah, he got 2 years probation. That's it. He won't see prison. Or like the dude at Stanford. Remember the dude at Stanford who was raping a chick behind the garbage disposal, and the dude caught him and tackled him, and he ended up getting like a month in prison?
He's on Ellen next week.
Right. So, stuff like that. So, same thing will happen to her. Somebody need to whoop her ass. That's what needs to happen.
I got into a
She
fight
do
at the
this,
airport
boop, boop, boop.
How recently?
like a week and a half ago.
Please share.
You got in
Not
fight?
like a fight, but like, yeah, it was like an issue.
You got in
Like,
It was
people,
like
people got involved.
It was like someone would have filmed it. If it was on a subway, someone would have filmed it and submitted it.
So what the hell happened?
I
No
was
pencils
okay.
thrown.
So me and my boyfriend were flying back from LA. We got seats that were separate from each other. Just it was one of those where like we had assigned seats. Like it didn't give us our seats, and then
Basic
he was in
economy.
like row like 6. I was in 9. And when I went and
69.
and then when so he sat down, and my bag had to go like 3 rows behind on the above thing because they were all full. So I had to go back 3 rows, put my bag up, and then walk back up to my seat. And then when the flight was over, everyone stood up. I let rows 1 through, I was in 6. I let rows 1 through 9 go. And then my bag was there, and I was like, guys, I just don't want to, because it was like 40 rows. I was like, I don't want to wait. It's specifically why I bought, or why like I liked having seats in the fronts, because you don't have to wait.
Right.
I was like, I don't want to wait until the whole plane gets off. Can I just grab that bag? And people started helping me. They're like, oh yeah, sure. And as I was grabbing the bag, I hear someone in the seat sitting going, you should have put your bag up by your seat. Some chick. And I go, I would have done that if it was an option. She wasn't even standing. She was sitting. Not even her turn to get up, move. I wasn't in her way. I wasn't stopping her from anything. And then I go, if I would have had that option, obviously I would have done that. And I grabbed my bag, and then I heard her go, then you should have bought a different seat. And then I just went, shut it, bitch.
The Puerto Rican.
I said, shut it, bitch. And that's it. And she was like, your mom's a bitch. And then I just laughed because I was like, that's so lame. Like, I was like,
it's kind of childish.
yeah, I was just like,
Your
ugh.
mom.
Yeah, and then I grab my shit and I'm walking off the plane, and Lewis is waiting for me at the end of the ramp, not on the main part of the airport, but still in the end of that hallway when you're getting off the plane. And he's waiting for me, and he can see I'm all red, like my shit's all everywhere. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, some girl just fucked with me, nothing, it's not a big deal. And I put my bag on, and she comes walking by with her dog. She has a dog on a leash, and she goes, buy a different plane ticket next time.
She said she continued to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I went, fuck you, bitch. And then she was like, and then she turned around, she started screaming like, fuck you, and started getting in my face. She was like violently running towards me at this point. So my boyfriend gets in between us. He was like, who the fuck are you talking to like that? He was like, don't talk to her like that. And she spit in his face, a loogie. Yeah. She was like, like right in his face. And the fact that he had a loogie
Nobody got hit.
ready, the fact that he had a loogie in his mouth, I didn't even hear him go. He just spit it back to her. The reaction time was like, it was like fucking crazy. It was like, and I was like, whoa, he spit one back. But nobody saw her spit in his face. They only, as soon as he spit back at her, people started turning the corner to get off the plane. It was like, just like, someone must have taken a second and there was like a space in between people, and it was just how the universe worked. Right. And people were like, oh, how dare you spit in her face? And that's when I was like, she didn't spit. He didn't. I was like, she spit in his face. And so I started screaming like, she spit in his fucking face. Shit. I was like, she's an animal. I was like, she's an animal. And then she, as soon as he spit back at her, she took her phone out and she goes, I'm calling TMZ. So then I'm confused because I'm like, does she know we're comedians? And then she was like, I'm calling TMZ. You don't know who I am. I was like, bitch, we're both in Coach. Like, what the fuck is going on? Who are you calling TMZ on? What's happening? And she's like, I'm calling TMZ. And at this point, the people that check in the flights and also the pilot and stuff had come out, and they're in between us. There's a bunch of there's like a pilot and 3 flight attendants. Yeah, we're in the rest of the plane's waiting, and you can see the people waiting in the lobby coming out and peeking, and people are like looking. And she reaches her phone through all the people blocking us from fighting, and she's filming us. And she's like, I'm calling TMZ. You don't know who I am. And I grabbed her phone and I just fucking chucked it against the metal wall as hard as I could. And I'm sure I smashed it. And then me and my boyfriend left.
Wow. That is
See, next time you just had your boyfriend grab the girl and you hit it.
It wasn't even my fault. She spit in his face. Who does that?
Well,
she was.
I'm
a
caught up on
nightmare.
the TMZ part.
Yeah, me too.
What the fuck is that?
I didn't know who she was.
I was wondering maybe she recognized you or Lewis.
That's what I thought,
As, like,
but I was like,
comedians.
still like.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow, I'd love to
I was
see
like,
that
TMZ
video.
don't care.
I'd love to see the video.
Yeah, me too.
Just
Of
you
the
going
phone.
off.
And then she went crazy. She looked like a normal person getting off the plane, but when I threw her phone, suddenly I looked at her and it looked like one of those people where they put their hand on the electric thing and their hair stands up.
Oh yeah,
And she was just out of breath and her hair was in the air.
yeah.
It was some
Wow.
fucking
Jesus
crazy
Christ.
shit. Anyways,
She looked like Matthew.
Wow.
Miller.
Well,
no physical violence, but I threw her phone.
jeez.
The spit is some physical
Quite
violence.
the episode.
Yeah.
Glad I was not there for that.
Bro. And no punches were thrown?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's
That is
pretty
amazing.
nuts.
No punches.
Yeah, like spit.
It's always
like,
different
spit
when
makes
you're
my
in the-
arm
it's
fly out.
always
It's just
different
like,
when you're in
bang. I'm like,
the-
oh.
I
God,
walked away twice. She got the last word. She
Yeah.
said, "My mom's a bitch."
It's
She
always-
fucking
yeah.
also said something on her way out. She had to say another word after she got the last word. She was a bitch.
Yeah.
She wanted to fight. And it's like, we're on a 6-hour flight.
She was
Come
clearly-
find me. I'm here at Subway Creatures podcast. Girl with the brown dog on TMZ.
Yeah, she was looking for a fight that day.
She
clearly.
was.
So, guys, I want to get into this interview real quick. This is Juan Ayala, the guy who was actually recording the crazy chick on the train.
Oh, shit.
So let's cut to this real quick. We are in the studio here with Juan Ayala, Platano Man.
Platano Man.
Right, gang,
From the
gang.
Welcome to the studio, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to come in. I know that you're on the clock with your 15 minutes right now.
You know, it's definitely crunch time, and my time is definitely crunchy right now.
Now, just to give the viewers a quick idea of who Juan is, he is the passenger on the train. What train was that, by the way?
This was the lovely D train.
Of course it was.
He was on the D. He was
On the
riding
D train when a woman
Man, Juan,
decided to wild out and, oh man, she got physical and racist, and thankfully Juan was there to record it, as well as a few other people, I believe, getting some other angles. But this is a wild story, not only because of what this woman did, but because of the way it ended as well. Juan, I know for those of the people who have been living under a rock and have no idea, can you just kind of real quick summarize how this whole thing started on the train, and what was your day like that morning going into this?
So basically, I ran out of the house to try to get to work on time, you know. Didn't even get a chance to get my own bacon, egg, and cheese. But I was in a good mood because I knew I would make it on time. So I thought. Then I get my ass on the train. I'm listening to my boys' music. Shout out to Los Racas, shout out to Louis D, shout out to Fresh Daily. And next thing you know, out of nowhere, I start hearing this lady just ranting to my right and just yelling obscenities. Of course, as your average New Yorker, I can't mind my business. So I look to my right, and here's this crazy lady just yelling at this poor little girl.
You know what? That's a great... Can we start the video now? Because you got us right. Do you know what started this whole thing? Like why she...
I'm assuming just close proximity in a New York City subway.
Because I'll be honest with you, this woman does not look like the type who you necessarily need to do something to her for her to react this way. She might have just done this anyway.
Right. I mean, there was no like bumping. There was no invading a personal space or anything, because the video picks up she's just yelling at her.
Right.
But like, so there was nothing you saw that just got this popping.
Right. And this little girl is like, what, 3'5"? Like she's super tiny. Like what could she have possibly done?
Right.
Yeah, super bite size.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what could she have possibly done to have enraged this Nazi lady so much?
And it looks like she's also minding her own business too. She's got her head down in her phone.
Yeah.
Like she's just minding her own business. Right. Guys, if we could just play the video, and if you could just start narrating what the hell is happening.
Fuck off!
So here we go with her yelling. She's gonna repeat this numerous times. Like if she was a Pokemon, that would be her name. She'd be the fuck off.
Right. So right here we see some kicks and hits. So was that the first punch though?
Yeah, that was the first hit thrown actually, and that's when I realized that shit was going down.
Now, Juan, let's talk about
right here.
Let's talk about this part right here.
Right here. What's going through your head, B?
You know shit's going down.
You already know.
Yo.
If you're from the hood, if you've ever been in any altercation or from any in the city, you already know when somebody starts tying their hair back, shit is going down. The only thing left is for them to pull out Vaseline and put it in
I was
their
gonna
face.
say the
But
Vaseline.
no,
shit.
but
Taking
Juan,
her earrings out and shit.
But in the hood, that's the case. But she ain't from the hood.
Nah.
She looked like something else could happen.
Yeah.
And that scares like all y'all could catch it.
Right.
Like, so what are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
You know,
Like,
every person around her while she's doing this is on alert right now.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
like, shit is like this woman is about to do something weird and crazy because she, like you said, she was rummaging through her purse.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, I don't know this for a fact, I have a feeling she was looking for something she couldn't find, and thankfully she couldn't find it because after the fact, they found out that this woman actually has maced people on the train before.
Correct.
So maybe that's what she was looking for. We're all speculating, but
Right. As she's elbows deep in her Barney bag of terror, we don't know at that point what she was going to pull out. If it was going to be a mace, a gun, a dildo, and just start slapping people with a dildo. Like, we don't know what was going to go down.
So look, that'd have been very funny. Like, what would you have done if you been smacked with a dildo on the D train? You ride in the D and you get smacked with a dildo.
Right. Yo, you know what? I would be hiding in a cave till 2020. Y'all wouldn't even hear from me. Or
cancel 2019.
Exactly.
Platano
2019
Man is hit with dildo while riding the D. You ain't gonna never live that down,
Nah.
Platano Man.
Well, the weirdest part is that, so we had another guest come on the show who's an MTA employee, and he came on and he told us a story of someone getting smacked in the face with a dildo on the train. So it's actually not that crazy
Wow.
to see, I guess. But you really aren't surprised these days by anything in the New York subway. So obviously this starts getting physical. She winds up pulling out an umbrella. Guys, if we go to the second video, I believe that's where that is. Pulling out the umbrella and hitting this woman. She also, it looks like she's using her keys or something. Is she putting her keys between her knuckles?
Yeah, I don't know if she was going for some brass knuckles, Vega from Street Fighter technique kind of situation.
How about that line? You guys won't let me hit her back.
Right. As if she didn't start it.
Right.
Don't fucking touch me.
But tell me what. All right, at this point, what is the mood in this
Wait,
train car?
I'm sorry. Can we go back to that little slap that he attempted because that was interesting? Did you catch that?
I was talking about it earlier in the show.
Oh, this the slap in the face.
Yeah,
The quick little.
it was so fast.
Yeah, but we've all been there before. I mean, that's a reaction right there.
Right,
That's
right,
just
right,
one
right.
of those. Oh shit! Like
Yeah. Like he didn't even know he did that.
you're right. I don't really think he knew.
Reflex.
Right.
So I got a question, Platano Man.
Yeah.
You watching all this, and these guys are trying to break it up. They're failing miserably
Yes.
at breaking it up.
Yes.
How come you ain't hop in there and help break it up?
Yo, you know something? I'm gonna be honest with you. As a content creator, the first thing that came to mind is, oh shit, here is some motherfucking content for me to motherfucking create. And that's why I saw light of the situation until it got serious.
Right.
You know? So I kind of
that's you talking. What are you doing? Is that the clear? Is
Yeah,
that your
that's
voice? Okay.
So here comes the umbrella. Now you clearly the scene in here. When does it start getting to a point where you're like, because we've all, at least I feel like most New Yorkers have been on a train where something like this has happened. But maybe after a minute or two, it just kind of solves itself and everyone kind of goes back to the shit. At what point did everyone in the car start realizing, wow, this isn't going to end until this woman is completely off the train? I mean, the mood, and you said I was making light of it, but clearly there was a point where that changed.
Yeah.
Was it after the racist remarks or was it before that when it really got physical with like an umbrella? She had the keys in her hand.
Well, the whole like umbrella keys thing was just dragging on like a WNBA game. Like just nobody wanted to sit through it at all. And I saw everybody just getting frustrated witnessing her do this. So I was like, you know what? She's either going to keep doing this or it's just going to get worse.
Right.
Which clearly after she yelled out that C word, it got worse.
Right. And let's get into that part because from what I read even afterwards, she didn't even stop with that. She made a comment to you as well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we have that on camera. Did you wind up catching? That was on a different angle, I want to say.
Yeah, that was off somebody else's cell phone. And she called me Muhammad Atta, which is the hijacker of one of the 9/11 planes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
She thought you was Arab.
She thought I was Muslim.
But you're not Muslim Arab. You are.
I am. I'm Dominican, bitch. T-shirts coming soon.
Hey, like I said, you got to cash in now, man.
All right, so can we play? We're gonna play this video. It should be coming up soon, I think.
Fuck off!
No, you shut the fuck up.
Is that you?
No, that was not me. That was I believe the one with the quick hands.
Okay. There was an odd amount of Asians on this train. Where were you coming from?
So basically, rent got too expensive in Bushwick, so I had to move to Bensonhurst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that happened, and now this is my daily commute every day. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it's coming up now.
Yeah.
And shout out to the guy with the brown leather jacket. He really tried.
You could clearly tell he really tried.
But he didn't want to get involved. But
because all late for work, bitch.
Is that now? That's you.
Yeah.
That's you, and that's a very valid point because if she does get on the phone with the cops, you know this train's stopping and everyone's stuck on it.
Yeah.
So it's a great point.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think it's coming up here.
I don't know what made me zoom into her right before she said what she said, but it was like prestigious timing.
Well, there's almost like a quiet before the storm kind of moment.
Yes.
Where she has her phone. Are you guys underground at this point?
We're underground, and she's trying to call the cops with no service.
So she wouldn't have service
Right.
anyway.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But it definitely was the calm before the storm. Before she threw out that C word, it was like Goku like building the spirit bomb. And that was just a bunch of just silence. And then you felt it in the air.
Right. Yeah. When she said it, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, the whole train, there was a collective, oh! And then all of a sudden, you just see everyone, all right, gloves are off at this point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like some of the O's I heard was like, oh, not out loud. People was just thinking that. Not out loud. Like some people was like, I think some people like thinking it like, no, don't say it. Just think it.
Oh man.
that.
But you could tell she wasn't home back at this point. Guys, if we could find that part, just so we can have some context to this. And I think that, it's funny no one got hurt, but that whole collective part of the train, a second that came out,
And especially because you said she said some stuff to you. I'm like, she never got hit, not once. Like nobody.
Well, how about
her in the lip?
Yeah, I mean, you took her down.
I mean, I had to.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have video of that because that was a different angle, but I mean, I definitely saw a video at one point where she's down. She's down on the train on the floor. He's got her down.
I didn't see that one.
I know that's not one of the videos that went viral, but that's to the extreme that
She
this
was
went
on
to.
the ground.
Yeah, you took.
I think that video is on Reddit because what happened with that video, with the takedown video, was
it's
a
too
gentleman
early for
posted
this
it
shit.
on Facebook, and then Facebook took it down.
She's not even fighting you back, bitch.
I love your random bitches. They're not even fighting you back, bitch.
Yo, lady, you need to show up before you get hit in the face.
But it's a part. Where's the part where she goes verbal with the disrespectful language? That's the part that we really need, because it's a part. I mean, we don't want to say we want y'all just to hear it, all y'all listening. But it's a part where this lady, she just, because she's hitting an Asian woman, so she calls her like an Asian slur.
If you go to on YouTube and just type in Subway Susan versus Platano Man, that it's like the whole 4-minute.
We have it. Here it comes.
Perfect.
All right.
Subway Susan.
Sorry, I wasn't able to email that.
No, it's all good.
Fucking chink.
What? Nah.
Look at, you're a disgrace to all white people.
Your white privilege ain't working over here, yo. Fuck out of here with that racist shit.
Look, the Asian guy in the brown jacket, he wanted to hit her.
Yes.
He wanted to hit her.
That's the straw that broke the camel back for him.
Because you can see, like, he had that smile, like, it's not funny. It's just, I'm just restraining myself so well right now. He got in her face.
Shout out to his
bit.
patience.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess shout out to the Asian woman she was hitting. Like, I'm just so surprised she never hit her back. She was just taking kicks.
Well, you know what? Your
kicks.
adrenaline starts going in these moments. Like you're just running off of pure adrenaline. And I've shared some stories with you guys. Like, and I know you probably have run into some stuff too. You're no matter where you stand in this position, you're scared because you know that there's the potential for shit to go down right now. Again, you don't know what this chick has in her bag. You know, she could have anything. She could have a knife. She could have, even if she did have pepper spray, that's going to affect everyone on that train car in a confined space. And she releases that. I mean, you're all screwed. I I'm sure that's what was happening. That was going through your mind.
Oh yeah,
But,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's scary. So
It's fight or flight though. Fight or flight. You see, you either gotta
Exactly.
rush her and
Yes.
fight her and take everything, or you gotta go to another car.
absolutely.
But the nervousness comes from being unexperienced. Because one of the first things you learn when you take martial arts is you have to spar with your partners constantly, because you have to get that fear out of yourself. You have to get comfortable and gain that muscle memory of how to stand and how to think properly in a time like that.
So that's a great point, and I want you to share with us, what is your background here? Now, as far as like you just mentioned martial arts and your current job. So it does kind of play a role here a little bit. Can you just share that with us?
Yeah, no, this was just another day in the office. I do security as my 9 to 5, because rent's expensive. And I'm a club bouncer at night. So,
What club yet?
all right, so check this out. So there was a giant brawl that happened on 50th and 12th, and they ended up closing down the club. I don't know if it was as a result of some altercation that happened. I don't even know if I should be speaking on it.
Yeah, you know
Let's
what?
just
We
say
don't
they
need-
lost their liquor license.
They lost their liquor license.
And they're closed down now. And it used to be on 50th and 12th. It used to be Vail, the strip club, right next door. And then Freak, Freq, also goes by Close Pace Ibiza.
Okay. Now, do you take martial arts?
Yeah,
Are you,
I have a background in Shotokan karate.
Shotokan. So
Wow,
did you start?
okay.
When did you start?
My dad, shout out to my dad. He put me in
out to
Shotokan
your dad.
karate when I was in high school because I went
got
to
bullied?
graphic communication arts.
Okay, I thought you said you got bullied. You didn't get bullied?
I mean, who didn't? Who did? I think,
The
in all
bullies.
honesty, like, come on. Shout out to the bullies. They made me the asshole that I am
yeah,
today.
but you know how many
Like,
people are saying that today as well? Like, it just it goes to show you. But
It's so funny how like bullying can like drive you different places.
Yeah, that's
Bullying,
what I'm saying.
He got a background in martial arts, and
Right.
bullying got me a background in cracking jokes.
Exactly, right. So the reason we are shedding light on all of this is because you ended up, in the end of this incident, making a citizen's arrest.
right.
Now,
What in the hell?
now, guys, can we pull up the picture of Juan?
Pull this
So
up.
what? Yeah, you're posing in this picture. You're posing in this fucking picture, and
new
you're
profile picture.
You have this woman detained. Look at this. So for those of you listening right now, we have a picture of Juan. He doesn't look happy. He's standing on a subway platform. He has this woman's arms behind her back, and he's looking right at the camera.
But the look on your face looked like you've been violated, and then the violator is taking a picture of you, like, yes, smile for the camera, as you got this lady hands behind.
So
her back.
what? Can you set this up for us? This part?
Yeah, tell us about what's going on.
So these are the two things that are going through my head right now. Number one, when the police arrive, am I going to get shot like the security guard in Chicago?
Right.
And two, oh shit, I have to text my employer, let them know that I'm definitely not making it to work on time.
So the one thing that we were talking about, and obviously this has made big news. So this was kind of on Friday, a bunch of people we were all talking about at the bar because this is an interesting situation. A, I've never heard of anyone making a citizen's arrest before.
Right.
And B, as a Dominican man, how scary is that holding down a white woman? Because like
Right.
you just said, you don't know.
Right.
No one knows context to what just happened.
Right.
And all they see is a Dominican man holding down
Black
a white
Latino
woman.
man,
Right.
holding a white lady hands
Yeah.
behind her back.
Shout out to the witnesses, man, because about 8 people came out of the train with us because
Right.
they knew that same reason that
Right.
if they didn't come out, it would have been my last day on earth. But even so, there were still witnesses at the bar literally yelling at the police, hey, he's not the one. That's the good guy, as they were shooting him. So, I mean, witnesses wouldn't have mattered regardless, but it helped for them being there. So shout out to them.
Absolutely.
But just think about the world we live in. You had all the people saying, "Oh, he's a good guy. He is the good guy." We promise, just off visuals. That it's not like people walk up and want to ask questions like, "Sir, what's going on?" and hear the story. They just come up assuming something,
Right.
and you need people. You need people there to
Yes.
say that you
Yes.
are the good guy. If not, you could die.
Those
You can
people
be in
saved my
jail.
life.
Exactly.
yeah. So now let's get into the actual citizen's arrest aspect of this.
Right.
How the hell you?
What was her reaction to all of this? And B, how did you feel so comfortable doing? I don't know. Even as a white guy, I don't think that I could do that because I would be so scared of if she got loose or, she's going to beat my ass. I don't know. Because I'm also not going to sit there and wail on this chick.
Right.
So just what was going through was the situation just so crazy that you were like, I have no choice right now? Like what was going through your head to make the citizen's arrest?
It was a combination of I have no choice because clearly it was only going to get worse. And two, I was thinking about the safety of not only the little girl, but everybody around that she was hurting. And I mean, what more can I say?
Wait, hold on. Wait, when did you make the citizen's arrest? On the train and y'all walked off the train as you were arresting her? Or you waited till you got off the train and said, hey, come here?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
So, all right, I attempted it the first time. It was 2 attempts.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. There's 2 attempts.
So there's 2 attempts.
What?
Okay, the first attempt.
Come on, Gomer Pal.
I took her down and with a jiu-jitsu takedown that is taught in yellow belt Shotokan. So
yellow belt. That's low belt?
Yellow belt is like the 2nd degree.
Okay.
That you get.
So this is a basic move.
This is a basic move.
Yep.
Okay.
So I took her down, and then the odd part was when I took her down on the train, everybody started screaming for me to get off of her. For whatever reason, they just felt sorry for the racist lady.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just like, oh my God, he has to get off of her. He's a big dude on top of this poor defenseless lady that just called us all the C word. For whatever reason, they still looked up to her.
And after she had made her comments to you, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, shout out to my Muslims too.
There you go.
So, like,
everyone's getting shout outs today. I love this.
I mean,
except for her.
I spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
Right.
So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, one of the things.
Down.
Yeah. So I took her down, and then everybody was yelling at me to get off of her. And at that point, I realized, holy shit! What if they just now started filming?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what you got to look out for.
Yes.
Totally no context to this whatsoever, except for now you're on top of this white chick.
Yeah. And the next scene, I'm getting shot up.
Right.
And then the newspapers would have been like, crazy Dominican guy takes down.
So
whatever.
that's I guess what I'm asking you. I feel like some people at that point would have been like, fuck, I got to get out of here and run. But instead you stuck around and you proceeded with the citizen's arrest.
Oh yeah, no, after that, after I let her go, she got up, put her keys on her hand, and did that Vega Wolverine technique that she was trying the whole time.
On you or the girl?
On me, on my face. With the keys.
She hit you in the face?
Yeah, she hit me in the face with her set of janitor keys.
Damn.
So then
What?
Yeah. So then after that, I was like, all right, time out. That's it. It's game over. Like, this needs to stop. Like, for real.
Yep.
And one of the first things you learn when you're doing your 8-hour security classes
Whoop their ass.
is not whoop their ass, but you have the right to detain somebody until police arrive. That's before you even take your second 16-hour courses. You know what I'm saying? That's basics. So the fact that I learned that, plus my martial arts, plus me at that point just not giving a fuck, equal to me just being like, yo, you know what? Nah, chill. I'm not letting this racism continue. This ends now.
So she hit you in the face, and then you still found a way to detain her.
Yeah.
So what was the next move? So the takedown, it sounds like it was effective, but it wasn't a good scene to be around, and people were kind of yelling for you to stop. Right. What was the next move? Because you clearly detained her. So what was the next step in that?
So I grabbed both her arms behind her, and then I pressed her up against the door to exit the train until the train doors opened at the next stop. And that was so awkward because it took forever to get to the next stop. And then we were just kind of just waiting there.
That must have been the longest train ride from one stop to the next.
It felt like hours.
Yeah. So were the cops already there waiting for you by the time you got off? Or?
No, you know their response time. So it took another little while.
Well, especially for Subway stuff.
Yes.
Subway related stuff.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to get off the train and you sitting there holding her like we saw in the picture?
Right.
Holding her behind her head. How long was it until police came?
2 witnesses had to leave because of how long they were waiting. And then when those 2 people left, I was like, oh shit, I hope more people don't start leaving, because then I'm just here by myself.
Exactly. That would have been bad.
Right. With brand new trains arriving.
Of people who have no idea what's going on, except for you holding a woman's.
Exactly.
And who knows what she's saying? Tell me what her reactions are to all of this.
She's yelling out, he's trying to cop a field. He's holding me inappropriately. throwing out all the hashtag Me Too's she could possibly throw out to try to get me locked up as some kind of Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but you know what? This is working in your advantage now. Because with a white woman yelling this shit out, the cops are now going to come faster.
Right.
So
this is true.
Yeah. But so tell me about, so obviously once all of this happens, you're clearly, everything starts coming to light. You know, all the skeletons start coming out.
Right.
And we find out this woman, this is not her first offense on the subway.
Right.
She's maced people on the subway before. Apparently there was another incident that same morning, I guess, where she had also done the move where she put the keys in between her knuckles and punched someone. And the person, I saw the quote in the paper, the person thought A, that they got stabbed, and B, they didn't even know why it was happening because they didn't even do anything. She was just randomly punching someone with keys in between her knuckles. So the thing that got me was that this woman apparently is a lawyer.
Right. Somebody whose job is it to defend people on a daily basis, who knows her way around how people should be treated, is out here treating people like that. It doesn't add up. Aside from the fact that she's going through a divorce, she's 40 years old, she's raising a 7-year-old son. Yo, the Daily News had all the tea for me. They called me up and they was like, yo, listen, this was going down. This was going to be on the article tomorrow. Da, 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 da. Yo, shout out to the Daily News. That's my homies. So, I mean, I guess with all this going on, obviously, just to get a little deeper into her personal life, she clearly loved this dude so much that it's driving her crazy because she has a stable job. And to get that kind of job, you have to go through all these exams, all these books, all this study, and all this reading. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So she's not like legit crazy. She's just, I don't know.
You think she's just having a day or...
No, because obviously she's had a couple days before, so I don't know what led up to this, but I feel bad for her son that has to be raised by her.
Well, yeah.
You know?
I mean, I have no idea what the kid's dad is like, but if he's getting raised by this woman, he doesn't stand much of a chance.
Right. I mean, at least now we know why she's getting a divorce, so shout out to him.
Yeah,
know?
making smart moves.
Yeah.
He didn't make too much of a smart move because he knocked her up. He shot her club up.
He shot her club up.
Right.
Now, yeah, but that's the type chick who
And he's still tied up to her for 11 more years.
That's the type chick
At
who's, you know, that was an unintentional kid. There's no way.
Unintentional. You gotta see.
We gotta find out what this guy looks like.
We as men gotta be more vigilant on our bullets. He be just going to the club, shooting clubs up and catching crazy bodies, and then be like, oh, well, I mean, at least 11 more years, but for life, really.
Word.
But 11 more years, like directly. For life, indirectly, with that lady who is calling people chinks and stuff on the train and trying to stab people with keys.
God knows what she was yelling at him in the bedroom. Probably after he shot up her club, she was like, "Fuck off!"
Oh, so yeah, that's
like
how funny that was like. That's her go-to. Like, no matter what was happening, she was just yelling "fuck off" to everyone.
Right.
It was just the whole scene was bizarre, and that's why I was so glad that you could come in and kind of shed some light on this whole situation because obviously the camera only cuts in after she's already yelling at this woman.
Right.
We have no idea what was happening before that, but it sounds like there really wasn't much happening before that.
Right.
So. You know, I actually would love to see if there were other camera angles to people on this train. It looks like there should be because if you look in the background, everyone has cameras out.
Yeah.
They're all filming.
But I mean, I think yours probably might be the earliest because that seems like when that's the time where people like spidey sense go off, like, oh, I should record.
Right. So I think this was actually, you know, this was meant to be. This was serendipity because you go by Platano Man.
Correct.
And then got, was it the cover you were on?
What does he go by?
Platano.
He tried. It's okay. It's all right. He tried.
Guys, can we pull that up? So we have a picture of the newspaper. Was this the cover or was this the back cover? What was this?
This was the main cover.
This was the main cover.
The Daily News, yeah.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the artist who is Dominican. So when he heard this story, he had to go crazy on it.
Look at this.
I've never seen such an animated Daily News cover ever. Like, this was just ridiculous. I couldn't believe it.
Wait, we've been saying this. I've been saying this. Why is your name
wait, what is it?
Platano Man? Why is your name
Platano?
Platano. Why is that your name?
So I'm Dominican, obviously. And just growing up with a bunch of kids that make just as equally as insensitive jokes as I do off camera. I mean, hey, they came up with it. It was hilarious. We were like 14, 15. And it just stuck. Then every time we hung out, they'd be like, oh, look, they go Platano Man again. And then after that, I would introduce myself in front of them to other people as Platano Man just to see everybody's reaction, and everybody would just burst.
So they just called you that just randomly because Dominicans eat plátano?
Yeah, it was just like stereotypical jokes.
I have a feeling.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what that is?
It's like a banana. It's like some type of banana, but it's not a banana, ain't it?
It's like
a date?
Well, it's actually a fruit, believe it or not. Yeah, it's a fruit. It has like no vitamins and minerals. It's more of like a starch kind of situation.
But so it's in a potato family. It might be in the potato. Is it in the potato family?
He said it's a fruit.
It's a fruit. It's a fruit because it's like a banana, but it's not.
Oh, so it's in a banana. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I think. What are plantains? Are plantains? Is that a plátano?
Yeah, plantains are plátanos.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a banana family. Okay. They like really big bananas.
Right.
Okay.
You could fry it. You can mash it.
I'm
gonna bring some samples next time.
That's a banana.
That's a cooking banana. Why'd you pull that up?
It's okay. He tried.
Plantains used for cooking.
So tell me,
that's the plantain right there. That
there you
green
go.
thing.
They're actually really good. I've had them before.
So plátano is another name for plantains.
Correct.
Got it.
Now, the funny part about my name is that then fast forward, I'm at my job interview for Univision, biggest corporate Latin company in the world. And they're like, all right, well, if you're going to start working with our radio division, what name are you going to go by? Do you have any other nicknames? And I'm like, no, I just want to be corporate. I want to just go by Juan Ayala. My friends used to call me Platano Man. They stopped me right there and they were like, no, that's hilarious. You have to stick with Platano Man. So then when I got my gig on X96.3 FM, they were just like, yo, you're Platano Man on your show. Like, that's it.
There you go.
So I stuck with it. Then I dropped it after I left Univision, had the Juan Ayala show.
Right.
That was popping. And now, hey, back by popular demand, now I'm Platano Man.
There you go. And what kind of clout's coming with this? You did the daily news, like people hitting you up. Is it like, obviously people coming out of the woodwork?
Everybody, people I haven't talked to in like 10 years hitting me up. People that I never even fucked with that I know didn't fuck with me, hitting me up now. Like, oh, yo, hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Chicks?
Bro, my girl is so mad right now. Like, she'll read through all my comments. Shout out to Jezebel who wrote this ridiculous article. It's hilarious. Where they're just like, it was like, we have a thirst and the only cure is Platano Man. It was ridiculous.
We got like a mugshot bay all of a sudden.
Security bay.
Yeah, I listen.
Platano Bay.
Look at this shit. We got the Jezebel stuff.
Thirsty as hell. Only cure is Platano Man.
Yeah, and look, they made him into a GIF or GIF, whatever you call those things.
Do you say GIF or GIF?
I say GIF.
You get GIF?
I always say GIF, but then I always get corrected.
I would tell people, correct these nuts. GIF.
Yeah, but you say that about words that don't exist. So I feel for your girl. Right. I understand how she's getting a little loony about stuff right now.
Shout out to Dr. Mimi.
Well,
is that your girl?
Yeah.
Doctor. Oh, she's a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Got you a doctor. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, if I wanted to, I could just like quit everything and just be Stedman for the rest of my life if I wanted to. I'm good, but
Platano Man slinging that Platano with Dr. Mimi.
Shout out to Mimi. I love you, baby.
Slinging that Platano. Like, baby, look, I'm gonna go get this security job, hook up at the club so you wanna get a bottle. I got you, boo.
Yeah. There you go. So I could totally, I totally feel for her right now on that. But I also, from talking to people who are in these situations where all of a sudden, they're making headlines and stuff. Who was it? Was it the Daddy Bay guy who he had celebs DMing him through crazy. Instagram, and he was telling us these stories of like
Deion Sanders hit him up.
Deion Sanders hitting him up in DMs, and I'm like, because you were braiding your daughter's hair on the subway, that is insane. But
crazy.
That's why I like to hear these types of stories from people. So,
have you got any celebrities hit you up yet?
Yeah, shout out to Luis Guzman. Pachanga hit me up.
Pachanga from Carlos. I met him. I met him in Miami. Him and his son.
Yeah, he's cool. He's very humble, very chill. Yeah, I met him at the Lower East Side Festival. I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Mad
he was in Narcos.
Yeah,
Carlito's
he was
Way.
dope in Narcos.
Yeah. Luis Guzman. That was Pachanga. That was a classic role.
I love that guy because I feel like I loved him in Boogie Nights.
Okay.
You ever see Boogie Nights?
Yeah, I saw it. It was. I don't watch porn, so it was kind of weird watching it.
This motherfucker claims he doesn't watch porn.
Wait a minute, hold on. Well, first, shout out to the Kid Merrill who hit me up, who's been reposting and commenting on everything. De lo mío personal, ya tú sabes, Bodega Hive all day.
Yeah.
And so you don't watch porn?
Yeah, good segue. I like
That
that.
was so weird, Platano, man. Shout out to Kid Miro. So you don't watch porn? What? What, Platano, man?
You can get away with that.
You watch porn?
I mean, yeah.
Who doesn't?
Right.
Who doesn't?
Right.
So what's the situation when you watch porn? How do you watch it? Like, you watch it by yourself with Dr. Bay? Or you just, you watch all the porn, the middle of the porn, or just the opening credits? How do you watch it?
It depends on the vibe. You know what I mean? Like maybe we'll put it on, maybe we won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never need to. But if we're like, whatever,
Now you don't need to, but you still put it on.
Just fun.
So you put it on when you about to slang the Platano,
right?
With Dr. Bay.
Yeah, well,
it sets the mood.
You got to keep it spicy.
Nobody wants Netflix playing in the background, like.
You have nothing playing. You put on some little music. Put your little title.
Oh,
playlist.
the music's always on.
So you got music and the porn going on.
Oh yeah, it's a party.
That's a lot of work. I can't set the mood like that. I'm just going to work.
Candles.
Well, you think watching porn's too much work?
Yes.
So I mean, it's weird to me. It's weird to me that you don't.
He watched porn a lot alone though. That's the thing. He does it alone.
Well,
the first 2 minutes and he squeezes one out.
That's
and he
not
goes to sleep.
weird though. That's not.
What's your go-to? What do you search?
It's a good question. I really don't like to discriminate.
According to Kim, he searches animal.
Yeah, if you ask Freddie or Kim, I search for animals, but that's because I'm white.
Hold on, wait. And I saw the episode and I was like, where'd you get that from me? I never said that. I never said that.
Kim insists that I watch bestiality porn because of my skin color.
That's fucked up.
So
I saw that and he threw that on me. So like all the Subway Creature fans think that I think that white people watch bestiality porn. Now, I
feel like you were thinking
it.
I feel like you were thinking it. I feel like you were thinking it.
Now, when we say bestiality, are we talking like kangaroos? Are we talking about gorillas? What beasts?
I guess we would have to ask Kim that question because I don't know. But Freddie, the ironic part is that then Freddie does come in and say that he watched a horse kill a woman with his dick. So
it was a viral clip.
So hold on. You won't watch porn, but you'll watch a lady getting shish kebabbed by a horse cock.
Somebody sent it to me. It was like, yep, like the 2 girls 1 cup.
Unfortunately.
Right. And it was kind of like the same thing, it was like a curiosity type thing. Like, what? No, that can't be true. And it's like, it's always true. So like now I'm a little more discerning on the clips that people send me and that I watch. It's like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's a gorilla killing a lady, but from the back. Nope, I don't want to watch it.
See, and there's your answer. That's why he doesn't watch porn.
Well,
you've been showed all the wrong porns.
I have a lot of friends, or it's actually one specific group, and you know what they'll do? They have those videos that like it'll be like a plane crash. And all of a sudden, it just cuts to like porn, and it's like a guy just, and it's a
Turn
trick.
This up.
It's a trick because like you're sitting there, you're like, oh my god, this is like a devastating plane crash,
right.
Or this building's burning. You're like, holy shit, there's people jumping out the windows, and all of a sudden, bam, cut to a chick just getting railed, or something crazy,
right.
And I'm just like, god damn it, they got me, and I'm like on the train watching this, and now
so basically, you got rickrolled with porn.
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
what it
horrible.
is. It's like a rickroll.
What's your go-to search?
Yo, you know what?
Oh yeah, I didn't answer that, by the way.
Oh yeah, what's yours?
I do like older chicks. So whether it's like the MILF,
we went to this porn
the MILF section,
okay,
is good. I'm a buck guy too.
Okay,
I'm a buck guy. So
yeah, she can't have like a
butt guy.
Oh, butt
not
guy.
A buckeye.
Oh, butt guy. Oh, you an ass man.
Yeah, I'm an ass man.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What do you?
That's rare.
What's your go-to though? Is it Pornhub? Is it X videos?
Oh,
it can't be Tumblr no more because that's shut down. I think. Is it Twitter? Is
no,
it Instagram?
Pornhub probably it's really good for that. Pornhub's really good for that. I mean, they have everything on there. Most trending. They got it all. So it's a one-stop shop.
Okay.
The Walmart of porn.
It's the Walmart of
porn.
Shout out to Pornhub. I worked with them. Me and Asa,
so MILF is his go-to search tag. What's yours?
Oh yeah, nah, I'm a butt person. Yeah, nah, they can't have a tiny butt in the porno. If they have like a concave ass, I'm not clicking on it. It has to be something there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you type in butt.
I don't type in butt.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that one.
Nah. Yeah, because then you just get a bunch of 2 girls, 1 cups.
Yeah.
Or you could
don't
get
need
2
all those
men, right?
cups.
You can get 2 men. with
No,
that.
well, you know what you also do is you scroll over the video and then you get the clips.
Right.
You could go through and you're like, oh, so I don't have to watch this right now, but I could get the clips that are going to pop up of what this is going to show.
Right.
That's very helpful. Shout out to Pornhub again. That's very helpful. Thank you for having that option.
Shout out to Brazers.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
Well, I got my guy. I got a friend of mine. His name is Doug. D Settles on all social media. Y'all can holler at him. Man, we was roommates. This dude loved Ass Parade. This is where I don't know if y'all heard of Ass Parade. So if you like asses, Ass Parade obviously got it. He used to love
Doug. Yeah.
Is that your alter ego?
No. His Instagram is D Genius. D like jeans, GENE, then IUS.
So tell me, what is Ass Parade? What is
You gotta ask
Right.
Doug.
For those
I
that don't know,
I don't know what Ass Parade is.
No, you see
it's
what's
a parade of asses.
You see what's going to happen now is these producers are going to pull this up. Do not pull up Ass Parade. I do not want that. I do not want that showing up.
Yeah.
My guy Doug, like I said, at D Genius, DGENEIUS. You can ask him what Ass Parade is. He used to love it. I couldn't even on his computer. It just auto goes in.
God damn it.
here we go.
It's just
And now they pulled it
asses.
up.
That's
Mom,
Buffy the
cover
Body
your
right there.
eyes if you're watching this.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to make sure we can still use this episode on YouTube. So I don't need
just
Ass
ass.
Parade
That's just
popping
ass.
up
But you
on
said
here.
you like asses. Buffy the Body. She got look at that.
She's dick.
Yeah. You got to have like a something of a elegante to get in them cheeks right there. Mm-hmm. He got
Wait, how did we get here?
We got sidetracked. We went from your story of what happened.
Right.
We are now going down a really weird path.
with a room full of men. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's wonderful. It's great.
So I wanted to give you a second to plug whatever you got going on.
Platano Man, what you got
where
going?
can we find you? What do you got going on? I know you got your own podcast going on, so tell us about that.
So I got my podcast, The Juan Ayala Show. I'm continuing the vibe from my radio show. It's going to be called The Juan Ayala Show. I got Platano merch out now. Go to my Twitter, at Platano Man.
Damn.
I got hoodies, t-shirts with the Platano Man logo on it. I also have t-shirts with the text that say, "It's too early for this shit."
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
Wear
go.
that on your way to work.
All right.
And soon I will be releasing the I'm Dominican Bitch t-shirts. I'll probably do it in the same font of the I'm in Miami Bitch and kind of ride that wave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that might be the new thing.
Is your podcast out yet?
No. In fact, after this, I'm going to run home and edit the shit out of it and try to drop it for tomorrow.
Well,
I gotta strike while it's hot.
You do.
And it's going to
You
be
do.
where we can find it. iTunes, Google Play already?
It's on iTunes, SoundCloud. Subscribe. Just type in Juan Ayala. I'll pop up. And
Platano Man.
or Platano Man, it'll pop up. Or just go straight to my Instagram, The Real Platano Man, or to my Twitter, at Platano
You'll
Man.
have links
not
for
to
there.
be confused with the fake Platano
Right.
Man.
Always imitate it, never duplicate it.
Yeah, watch. This motherfucker's going to
Right.
be verified by tomorrow.
Yo, I hope so. Yo, IG. First of all, did y'all know that IG deleted my Subway Susan video?
What was the reason?
Probably bullying.
There was no reason. I'm pretty sure just a bunch of her family members were just reporting it nonstop. Or just like a shitload of Trump supporters were like,
Listen, I feel for you on that. I've had numerous videos taken down due to what they were calling cyberbullying. And the only reason I think it's bullshit is that I didn't make any commentary on the video. All I did was just post a video that someone sent me. You know, the latest were two guys dressed as schoolgirls walking through Penn Station. Never said a word. And it got pulled down because it was considered bullying. And there's a fine line of censoring people, and I think it was crossed for that. This also got crossed. I really don't know.
Wildin'.
This video is everywhere.
Yeah.
So for them to pull it down off of your page,
Right. It doesn't make sense.
specifically, is very interesting.
Yeah, it's targeted.
Yeah. Was there a caption or something with it that was?
It was literally the same caption that I have on my Twitter, which now that video is over 10 million views.
That's crazy.
And I don't know why they took it down, because the day they took it down, I was on the cover of the Daily News. So it's like good quality, tangible content
Yeah.
that they had no reason to remove other than that they just wanted to.
That's what it sounds like.
Instagram wilding, man.
You can't censor
somebody
people
start
like
something
that.
like Instagram and
Yeah. It's one thing if you're putting people's information out there.
Right.
I totally get it. But that's not the case. So
it's like public domain.
yeah.
Right.
All right, well, Juan, thank you so much for coming
Appreciate
by. I
you.
really
Platano Man.
appreciate you.
Thank you
coming
for
through,
having
man.
me. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thank
Dressing
you so
all
much.
black like the Omen.
We are going to get back to the podcast real quick, so stick around. All right, so back to the show. Juan Ayala.
That was fun.
Platano Man.
That
Super
was
cool.
fun. Guys, real quick, let's get to some shameless plugging. Get out
Cool.
of here. Freddie, why don't you start us off this time?
Hey, look, guys, man, follow me all social media, Freddie BTV. Know why in my name. And, guys, make sure you subscribe, comment, and rate. Tell 3 people you love, 3 people you hate. All right, Subway Creatures on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher. And make sure you get your free trial at gasdigitalnetwork.com. Promo code Subway.
I can't believe it's going so long.
Are you done?
Shut your face, both of you.
It was so. If you want to unsubscribe after that, I get it. It's fine. Just go.
It's fine, guys.
What the fuck is happening in the background? What?
Your sister's fucking hammer.
Everyone is so
Everybody
fucked
is.
up. Look at the 3 of you. Jesus.
I love it.
Open your
Your
eyes,
sister and
Jello.
mom are gonna have a threesome with this dude. I can't wait.
Oh my God.
Jello.
Kim, take us out of here, please.
All right, you guys follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out my other podcast, Broad Topics. That's an X, youtube.com/Stone Science. And I say this every week: subscribe, rate, review, share this with a friend, please. We love you, Rick.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. That was great. You said it all, so I don't even need to say anything. Until next week, guys, we will see you then.